Hello, and welcome to this new video of CloudWatch Agent. So in this lab, we are going to talk about setting up CloudWatch Agent, why it is used, and what are the benefits of it. Mostly we will be configuring Nginx server and try to log our Nginx access logs and error logs within a CloudWatch. So yeah, before diving into the lab, let's just look at this architecture diagram. So CloudWatch Agent is a software. It is a tool. It can be installed in an EC2 machine. So there are different ways to install it. One is to get inside an EC2 machine via SSH and then install it with different commands. Or we can also use SSM System Manager to install it. In this lab, we are going to use EC2 machine and get inside it with SSH to install the CloudWatch agent. So as you can see with the CloudWatch, after the installation of CloudWatch agent, it automatically sends the log to CloudWatch. And then with CloudWatch, you can use those logs in different state. For example, we can use that for alarms, for different matrices. We can use for CloudWatch events, like if something happens, then we can enable something else in a AWS service to work. We can also use X-rays for other vulnerability detection and stuff. So yeah, let's dive into this session. Uh, First of all, go to AWS console, create a new EC2 instance. I'm just gonna say this CloudWatch agent. And just gonna select Amazon Linux. Everything else is default. Just select any key here or create a new one if you want to create a new. We don't need any kind of networking setup for this one, so we're just gonna go with the default VPC. Make sure to enable auto assigning of public IP address so that we can do SSH in it, and we can kind of enable HTTP traffics. And yeah, that's all. Just launch the instance. We will install Nginx server directly within the instance this time. So just wait for the EC2 instance to come online. So once the EC2 instance is up and running, just try to connect it. You can just connect through the console directly. Let's go to our workbook. Okay, let's go step by step on this one. Let's just create an IAM role first. And now we need this role to enable our EC2 machine to attach to send a log to our CloudWatch. So just go to roles, create a new one. Make sure it is for EC2. Next, we can select particularly this role. This is the policy that we want. Just press it over here. And as you can see, this policy enables us to put metrics on CloudWatch. It enables us to put log events, describe log groups, create log groups. So this generally enables the EC2 machines to perform actions in CloudWatch. So just click on this. And we're just going to name it CloudWatch Agent Service Role. So this already exists, so I'm just going to put 03 for this one. Create it. Now go to your EC2 instance and click on Action, Security, Modify IAM roles, and then select the one that we just created. Update the IAM roles. That's all. Now go to the console and let's install CloudWatch agent. So before that, let's try to install Nginx server. Just copy the Nginx server code installation and put it over here. And then you can copy the CloudWatch agent installation code. Copy this. Let's make sure the Nginx server is up and running. Just go to EC2 and open the IP address in your website, in your browser. Make sure you remove the S from this. So you can see our Nginx server is up and running. Now let's install our CloudWatch agent. So just by this command, sudo dnf install CloudWatch agent, we will install the software. Now by default, EC2 have a lot of different log files, So these are all the log files. These are most of the general log files that we can find in our EC2 machines. So let's just check it out. So we should have a log for, let's say, audit. Just copy this line and test it out over here. So here we do have the log file. Let's try to see what's inside it. So you can see the log file is over here. It's being generated. Yeah. So generally there are other different log files in the EC2 machines. There is also a log file for our Nginx server. So these are the two log files that we're going to check. Let's see if we can scan the access log file. Let's paste it out and put cat command over here. Press enter. So you can see there are some logs over here. Let me just go to Nginx and just try to refresh the page over here. So generally what we are doing is when you refresh the page, we are requesting access to the Nginx server, right? So generally those access logs should be inside this file. So let's go to our console and then again cat the access file. Now you can see this particular IP address is trying to access a GET request on this Nginx server. So we are generating the log file, okay? So that's the basic of what log files are used for and how it is stored in EC2 machines. So let's go and set up our CloudWatch agent. Let's copy this command. So generally what this command is trying to do is it tries to run this file, Amazon CloudWatch agent config wizard. So this file is inside OPT AWS, this folder bin, yeah. So let's just run this command. Press enter. So this will start a wizard, and the wizard enables us to set up CloudWatch agent. So this is the configuration that we are going to set up, right? So just press 1 for Linux, press 1 for EC2. So that's what we're going to do. Now, yes, we are running a Linux system in this EC2 machine. So press 1 for that and press enter. This is an EC2 machine, so not an on-premise server. So yeah, we also have an option to install the software into our on-premise server, and if the internet is connecting to that server, then it directly logs the file to CloudWatch. So that's the plus benefit of CloudWatch agent. You don't need to only apply it in the EC2 machine. You can also apply it in your own laptop or servers, and it works fine. So let's continue with the setup. EC2 on-premise, yeah, we currently this is EC2 machine. We want to use root access. So just select none 2. Do you want to start? So yeah, we can just follow it. Listen to port number, okay. So what interval do you want to collect the interval, the logs? So we can just set 1 for the best option. So aggregate, yeah, we can just select let's say 40 for this, 4 for this one, and yes. Yes, do we want to collect CPU memory, etc. CPU memory port code, yeah, we can do that. Yes, we also want this kind of information. Aggregate, yes. So this, how often do you want to connect the logs? So if you want to collect the logs every 1 second, then press 1. For every 10 seconds, then press 2. So that's 1 for us. Do you want to configure the basic configuration? Yeah, basic is good enough for us. Just press enter. So once the configuration is ready, so as you can see, all of these are configured, and we generate a configuration file with the basic configuration option. So it says, are you happy with this configuration file? And yeah, we are. Just press it 1 and press enter. So there is an option that we can set our uh, So it's asking like, do you have a CloudWatch log agent already in this laptop, sorry, in this particular EC2 machine? So we don't have, this is a new machine. So yeah, this is the first agent that we are setting up. Just press 2 and enter. Do you want to monitor any other log files? Yeah. So these are the specific log files that we want to monitor, right? So for now, let's just go um, and select our access file. Just copy this and paste it over here. Oh, sorry, my bad. Just copy the location away, nothing else. Up here, copy this. So before that, yeah, we need to select your yes option for this, and then it asks for file. Then just paste the file location. Press enter. Do you want to name it access log? Yeah, we can name it access logs. Or if you want to change the name of your CloudWatch group, then we can change it. But let's go for access log this time. Do you want a standard kind of a log? Yeah, we do. So do you want an instance name? So yeah, I will show this in a minute. Okay, just press enter. So how long do you want to hold that log? So generally, if you want to hold a particular log for 90 days, then you can select 9, right? So that's the case over here. So for us, we don't really want to hold this for a long time. Just select 2 for retention of 1 day. Select 2. So do you want to add any other log files? Yeah, let's just add one of the log file, the audit one that we just checked it. Yeah, audit system, it does have some logs in it, right? So just copy the location, press 1 for yes, paste the file, enter. Yeah, we can name this. We want standard log for this one as well, everything by default, and same number 2. So generally we just add 2 log files to watch out. So our CloudWatch or our EC2 machine is going to select this log file content and this log file content to our CloudWatch. If you want to add more, you can just select yes over here. But now 2 is enough for the demonstration. Just press no. So it says, do you want to enable X-ray tracing? So we can enable X-ray in a CloudWatch so that we got more vulnerability related scanning over there. So for now, we don't need it. Just press no. Do you want to configure this particular configuration in SSM parameters? It says. So as you can see over here, it is currently trying to save the configuration in this file, opt AWS MS CloudWatch being configuration. Okay, just remember this thing, copy it. And it also asks me like, do you want to save this configuration somewhere in the cloud? That is our SSM parameter store. So we don't really need it, so we're just gonna say no. Program exists now. So yeah, our wizard completes. Now let's go to uh, our doc and see what's the next step. So once all the configuration is done, so it says start the agent with a local configuration file. So we know we got our local configuration file over here, opt AWS. So if you find something different over here, this one. So this is probably the same what I've wrote over here. But if you find something different, maybe like if you are using Ubuntu or something different operating system than what I'm using here, this might be different. So just copy this part and then paste it over here. Okay. And once that is completed, just copy the entire code over here. So this code starts the CloudWatch agent with this configuration file. And then these are some of the parameters that we set over here. We don't really need to go deep into this. So just copy and paste over here. Okay, so let's see. We need to, so with this command, we just gonna enable CloudWatch agent when the EC2 machine restarts. So just place it over here. Nothing. This could be enough. And check the status of our agent. Just copy this and paste it over here. Actually, we need to install one software. So make sure you run this command. I'll just put this in our workbook. Sorry. Yeah. So after you install the CloudWatch agent, make sure you install this particular software as well. So this is one of the dependency for CloudWatch Agent to run perfectly. Okay. So after you install this, and then you can start all the log configuration and stuff. Um, so once you are completed with the configuration, just run this particular command over here, just like the one that I did over here. So once that is completed, uh, you once that is completed, you can see the status of the CloudWatch agent. Just copy this and paste over here, and you should be saying active running enabled. Okay. Um, yeah, so let's check the log file. So this is the log file that is being sent to our CloudWatch directly. So let's just we're gonna use sudo tail -20. So this means we're gonna just print out the last 20 lines of this file. Okay, so that's what this means. Just paste it out. So you can see there are some logs over here. So we can just confirm that this log file is storing the logs from our EC2 machines and Nginx server. So let's try to view our configuration file once again. So just paste it over here, and you can see this is the actual configuration of our agent, right? So in this file, we can see logs over here, and within the logs, we can see files and the list. So this is one of the file that we are currently logging, right? In the next access, and this is the second file. So if you want to add more files in your log and you want to log it in the CloudWatch, then you can just copy paste this certain portion and add multiple files over here. So in order to do that, what you can do is just edit the file. Let's see, we don't have command, but it's not a big deal. We just need a location of this config file. Just copy this, and you can do sudo nano and paste the file location, press enter. Now you got the file open in a text editor, and you can just copy paste this stuff. Okay, just select this, copy, and then put comma over here, press enter, and then paste it like this, and just change the file name to different location that you want. So let me just give it a second. Let's see what else file do we have now. We got our DNF log file. Just you can use the DNF log file over here. The DNF log file is something that stores log about what are the softwares that has been installed in this EC2 machine. So just paste it. Oh, did something here. So this nano is a little bit difficult to work out when editing the file, but in the server you don't have any other choices. Just add a nano or vim. Just paste it. Yeah, we want a standard. Is there any naming convention that we need to set up? Yeah, so the name should be DNF logs, and then exit, Control X, and then press Y for saving the file, Y, and press enter. So if you again do sudo cat to see the file content, you can see there is a new file content over here in our file. Okay. After that, you just need to restart our agent. So we do have a restart command over here. Just copy this command, and the restart command we can just use. Or you can just use the above command over here to restart the configuration, because we are going to use the same file for the configuration, right? So we need to ensure that this file is being set when we run the command. Just paste it and run it. So once the configuration starts, just check the status, and it should be running and enabled. Now that's the overall configuration for our CloudWatch agent. Now let's go and check what this actually does in our CloudWatch. So these are some of the commands to uh, for the CloudWatch agent. You can start it, stop it, restart it, check the status. You can reload the configuration by this command. So yeah, these are some of the few things that is helpful when you're working with CloudWatch Agent. Now let's go to our CloudWatch, and we click on the log group. So you can see there are three logs that we set up from our configuration, right? These two are set up by wizard, and this one we manually add a new file over here. So generally these logs are now stored in CloudWatch automatically. So the thing that you can do over here is if you go inside the SS log, you can see there is a log stream within this name, right? Just remember this, like we got a log stream with the name of our EC2 machine probably. Just go to our configuration, and if you see in the configuration, you can see log stream name, and we are setting it as instance ID. So that's how we are getting this particular name over here. Just make sure, just let you guys know like why this name is over here. So you can just change anything, like you can configure this to a different name, you can configure this to a different name. If you go inside this, so this is our access log. So you can see our estimations is being accessed numerous times by, let's see, does it have an IP address? Yeah, so by this IP address, this is my IP address, and this IP address is trying to access our estimation. So let's just confirm if we are adding a new logs to it. Just go to Nginx server, refresh it multiple times, so in order to make sure that our log increases, and then try to refresh over here. Now you can see there are more logs here in our access log. Okay, we are adding a new logs whenever the log file is being changed or generated in our EC2 machine. So same goes for our, let's say, audit log or DNF log. We can see, so generally if the new logs appear over here, it will automatically get added to this particular location. So depending upon time event, you might get multiple logs over here. So certain time range is being saved as for the logs. So that's the general lab for our estimation CloudWatch agent. So by this you can enable CloudWatch log for a lot of different EC2 machines. You can users need to establish those configuration in your user data file. Use all this configuration and just start your EC2 machine with that particular user data file, and with that you can set up this agent automatically uh, in all the EC2 machines that you are running. And with that you got our logs of EC2 machines, and if anything error happens, then you can just go through these logs and know like what are the possible um, errors that we are facing in our EC2 machines. Okay, so we got an access log. We can just put our error logs. We can just yeah, we can just put this error log file, and then it should generate a new log group over here, and we can scan those log files and check for the error automatically. So yeah, that's it for the demonstration and lab. Thank you very much.